Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is me today, because I'm shooting from the hip. I have no plan for this video. There's no script. I would show you a script, but there is none. It would just be a blank Google Doc. We're just gonna watch, and I'm gonna talk, and we'll see how it goes. This video is a few days old. I'm sure I'm late to it, but the Liver King has issued an apology for using steroids. And I would love to watch it. The Liver King, aka Brian Johnson, my second favorite person whose name ends with Ryan Johnson, is a fitness influencer, entrepreneur, I guess. He's got a TikTok account. He talks a lot about fitness and wellness and being a primal. That's his whole brand, is doing things the ancestral way. It means he works out a lot. He sort of doesn't like phones that much, even though he's on TikTok.
Liver Queen will never allow a cell phone in here, but if she catches Liver King listening to a book, we have this little Faraday bag, and that's where the phone goes, even though the phone is always going to be in airplane mode.
He sleeps in a very uncomfortable bed because our ancestors had very uncomfortable beds.
I get off my wooden plank bed, right? I sleep on fucking wooden planks. Right on the fucking ground.
Why?
Right? I'll tell you why. Because why the fuck do people sleep in this fucking thing?
Because it's comfy. Yeah, I want to.
This is what you think.
Gangster ass mattress.
Number one, comfort is not good for the organism.
He eats a lot of raw food, which is gross. I'll say it. A lot of bone marrow, a lot of testicles, a lot of liver, hence the name Liver King. And he's got all these ancestral tenets that he lives by. One of them is shield. I know that much. Fun fact I didn't look up until after shooting. If you go on Liver King's website and look at what the shield tenet means, you get a bunch of stuff about how Wi-Fi is bad and humans are poisoning themselves, pretty standard Liver King stuff. And then one of the pre-written questions about this tenet is, do you take any artificial enhancers? To which the answer is, Liver King has never cheated nor taken any shortcut in any capacity of life. So it's not even just when other people ask him about his use of steroids, he lies about it. It's unprompted. Also, and this has nothing to do with what I was just talking about, I find it really funny that someone this committed to living the way our ancestors did is always wearing a baseball hat. I don't know, that just seems a little of the modern era, especially because a lot of them are trucker hats. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. Okay, back to the video. I don't know when he started wearing this little fox hat. It's cute, but it was not part of the Liver King lore that I was familiar with. He used to just wear this backwards hat a lot. I don't know that I've ever seen him bareheaded. Oh wow, nice. He does have a great head of hair. So why is he always wearing a hat? Come on now.
Primals want to know if Liver King does PEDs.
Primals do want to know if he does PEDs. And the answer is yes.
Prioritize, execute, and dominate in life. That's why they named a street after me. Liver King, out!
But the reason so many people are talking about Liver King is it recently came out that he has been taking steroids. This man right here, this human being has done steroids. Believe it or not, achieving that physique is not possible through eating raw liver. He's more muscle than anything else. I don't know who thought that he was not using steroids. Like, he's shredded. There are athletes, tons of athletes, who are nowhere near as physically built as this man is. So yeah, he was using drugs. Are you kidding me? 3 days ago, he put out a video titled Liver King Confession, I Lied. It's got 2.5 million views. This is him taking responsibility for lying about using PEDs. Before we even watch the video, this whole setup is so Shakespearean. He's sitting shirtless on a throne in some rustic looking building. Who knows where those stairs go, but famously Shakespeare invented the word upstairs. This is definitely one of the most professionally shot apology videos. You know, normally when a YouTuber makes a video apologizing for someone, I guess he's not a YouTuber, he's more of a general content creator. Generally, when someone makes an apology video, they just put the camera down and film a video, and they don't like try and frame the shot and anything like that. They want it to be as purely just, hey, me talking to the camera, no pretense, none of that. Hey, I'm sorry, here's me being real. See, look at my background. It's not super set up. I'm being real. Whereas this is the exact opposite of that. I have truly never seen an apology video coming from a throne. That's also, the audio is only coming from the left ear.
Primals, I'm making this video
to apologize. Because I fucked up. Because I'm embarrassed and ashamed. Because I lied. And I misled a lot of people.
Okay, he fucked up. He's embarrassed and ashamed. He lied, and he misled people. Great reasons to issue an apology.
I've stated that this is a complicated as fuck topic, at least to me it is.
I feel like it's not. Definitely the big issue is he was promoting, he has like what, a supplement brand? Ancestral supplements. Okay, yeah. So the big issue is he looks the way he does, and he sells supplements and recipes and has like a guide to his way of living. So that's leading people to think, if I eat the way he does and work out the way he does and do the same things as him, I will look as exactly as shredded and jacked as him, which is not the case. People's bodies are different. That's fine. But it's not that complicated. You said that you lied and you misled people. That's it. That's not complicated at all. I lied and misled people. That's 5 words. That's not complicated.
Before social media, I was rich and anonymous. And after social media, I'm still rich, but no longer anonymous. And I never expected this kind of exposure in the public eye.
We're 30 seconds in. This is another thing I never really see in apology videos, is someone immediately off the bat going, I'm rich. I have a lot of money. Like, I understand YouTubers have a lot of money, but come the fuck on. Yeah, I'm fucking rich, all right? I got money. I used to be rich and not famous, but now I am both rich and famous, and that changes things. No shit, it does.
And I'm here now to set the record straight. Yes, I've done steroids, and yes, I am on steroids, monitored and managed by a trained hormone clinician.
Yeah, of course you did. Of course you did use steroids. Of course you are using steroids. There's no way you get tits like that if you're not.
Liver King, the public figure, was an experiment to spread the message, to bring awareness to the 4,000 people a day who kill themselves. The 80,000 people a day that try to kill themselves. Our people are hurting at record rates with depression, autoimmune, anxiety, infertility, low ambition in life. Our young men are hurting the most, feeling lost, weak, and submissive. So I made it my job to model, teach, and preach a simple, elegant solution called ancestral living, the 9 ancestral tenets, so our people no longer have to suffer, so we can collectively express our highest and most dominant form. This is my fight. This is why I exist.
I created TikToks under the name Liver King as a way of stopping people from killing themselves. What? Like, you were building a brand. That's what this was about. If you want to sell ancestral beef organ supplements and you want a lot of people to buy them, you're not targeting your audience to moms over 50. It's not who you're going for. You're selling to boys who want to look shredded because that's what patriarchal masculinity tells men they are supposed to look like. That's why men think people like Ryan Reynolds and Chris Hemsworth are hot, because that's what patriarchal masculinity tells us to value in other men. You were building a brand, and as part of that brand, you made a character. Totally on board with that. Totally get that. Just don't lie to people and say that you're only doing these things.
While spreading the message, I've been on several podcasts, and when asked if I'd ever taken steroids, I've always said no. I don't touch this stuff, not gonna touch this stuff, never touch the stuff. That was a lie.
Yes. And most people were not surprised by that fact.
I convinced myself that this would overshadow the 36 years of working out, usually twice a day, without PEDs. I've convinced myself that this was the vocal minority, usually in the fitness category, driving to an unproductive conversation. And I had convinced myself that this would be the wrong message to send to the 15-year-old boys.
And maybe he's right. Maybe telling 15-year-old boys not to do steroids is the right idea.
I have only myself to blame. I did that.
God, that's good. That's the acting coming in.
I did that.
I did that. That's good.
I will be better. I will talk about it openly because I believe that there's a time and a place for pharmacological intervention monitored and managed by a trained hormone physician.
Trans ally Liver King.
Yes, this is true. I've continued on with 0.6 cc's of testosterone per week, roughly 120 milligrams of testosterone a week. And no, I don't take any other steroids like nandrolone or winstrol, but I have tried them in the past without success.
If this is what he looks like when steroids were not successful, what would he look like if they were?
Yes, it's also true that my blood chemistry got all fucked up.
These hand movements are great. He's really selling it.
The Liver King brand has had nothing, or at least very little, to do with my business success. My companies were already kicking ass, already successful.
Come on. We're just going to lie now? How many followers does he have on TikTok? 3.6 million followers on TikTok. 233,000 subscribers on YouTube. But that has had no effect on his businesses whatsoever. Having a massive platform has done nothing at all. That's just a lie. There's no way. You have a massive platform. And so to pretend like that doesn't affect anything is just a lie. There's no way that that's true.
Nope. I've never had ab implants, ab etching, or any other plastic surgery, and I sure as fuck never actually had gene editing done in Singapore. I made all of that up. It was all intended to be a joke, and that's an expression of ancestral tenet 10. Have a little goddamn fun.
So the two ancestral tenets I know are shield and have a little goddamn fun. And that's what I'm doing today.
I previously have said in a weird way, I'm grateful for the recent events that have shed light on this complicated as fuck topic.
It's not complicated. It's really simple. He, has taken steroids before and now takes testosterone. He said that that wasn't the case. That's a lie. That's really all it is. And sure, you can get into like the business side of things and how if you're a fitness influencer and you're not disclosing, you don't have to disclose everything you do all the time. But for something like that, you definitely need to say, hey, this is how I achieve the physique that I have. The fundamental thing is just like, I said something and it was not true. And that's on me. If you didn't think Liver King was using steroids, I think you're a little bit silly, and that's okay. Or you might just be a child, because I was a child once, and I believed everything that I saw online. I believed that there were hot singles in my area. I certainly didn't do anything about it, but I believed that they were there. On the list of things that online personalities have had to apologize for, the fact that that guy is using steroids is I'd say pretty low on the list of harm done when you put it in the perspective of like assault and blackface and fucking your cat. So you'd think an apology for that would be pretty breezy. Just be like, hey, I'm sorry. I should not lied about using steroids. I did use them. And now I use testosterone. Blah, 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 blah. But he didn't do that. Just like the shot composition itself says so much about what's going to happen in the video. And the other thing is he doesn't say anything about like next steps. Like obviously the first step is saying you're sorry. But then what comes after that? It's like, are you doing anything to not lie to people anymore? I mean, you can't lie about this again. Unless he's like, all right, I'm off of them. And then he somehow gets even bigger. And he's like, yeah, I was holding myself back this whole time. What I would have found really funny is if he apologizes, says, I misled people. I'm so sorry. I lied about this multiple times. But that's not the only thing. And then he rips the beard off. The beard has been fake the whole time. He takes the hat off. The hair is part of the hat. He's got no hair, no beard. Looks like Persephone's ex. No, it looks like Professor X. Then he goes, and this? And then you hear zzz, the little zipper in the back. He steps out. He's got the same physique as me, which is little to none. Also, how tall is this guy? That's my other question. He's 5'7". All right, yeah. So we really do have two very different physiques. I just wish that he was like, this has all been a ruse. And like he even takes his nose off and he has a different nose. You're like, what? Why? Why did you do that? Am I even going to upload this video? I don't know. you will. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you wouldn't mind leaving a like or subscribing, I'd appreciate that too. I also would like to say that I have been taking steroids. Not recently though. I had mono at one point, and it was an anti-inflammatory thing for my throat. But I just felt like everyone should know that. Again, thank you so much for watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.